Hello and welcome back to Pro Evolution Soccer 2019. It's the Aston Villa save once again, and we are playing Arsenal in the FA Cup, and then we're going to play Brentford in the league. We're going back to a normal classic double game episode thing, but it's all back to normal. I'm here, Rude's down there having a little sleep, bless him, so if you can hear him snoring away or making weird noises like eating the computer as he's currently doing at the moment, that's him, if there's any weird noises on here. But yeah, we're going to go into the game against Arsenal in the FA Cup. We're looking for a good cup run this year. They're lining up with a very strong team. Aubameyang, Ozil, Mkhitaryan in there as well. We need to go through our team. We're going to stick with the three at the back formation. I think it's been pretty good for us. Have I already done this team? I think it's the cup, so I've rested some people. Lacazette should probably get a start ahead of Abraham, although does that really affect our chemistry? No, it takes it down by 2. Goretzka, Dybala, everybody's looking pretty good. Am I missing anyone that should be in here? Gundogan should probably be on the bench because he's very, very good. Let's have a look. Who can he replace? Politano doesn't need to be on the bench. Chris Smalling can come in ahead of Gary Cahill. And I think that will be everybody. Good mix of players on the bench. Ceballos, Monreal, Cabezon, Rashford, Gundogan, Abraham and Grealish. And do I not have a goalkeeper? Oh yeah, Pepe Reina is my backup goalkeeper, who I don't need a backup goal. I've never seen a goalkeeper sent off in Pro Evo, so that's how we're going to line up. Let's get into the game. So here we are then for the Emirates FA Cup at the Berg Stadion. It's Aston Villa versus Arsenal, and the players are celebrating with the fans, putting their hands up. Lacazette obviously playing against his former club. The Xbox One S has an advert in the stand. You don't see that every day. And there is someone. That's Core. That's our holding midfielder, Daniel Core. And off we go, and it'll be a highlights package, so we'll be back as soon as there's anything meaningful to talk about. Lucian went out the line to Weir. He's looking to just get the wrong side of Torreira. Lays it back to Lucian Manet. Good ball in. He'll get the ball back. The what I assume is French. It's been ages since I've checked his nationality. I know I said that last time, and I really should have made an effort to go and check it. They're pressuring us here. Lucian Manet just wins a throw in. Nothing really came of that, but we need to just make sure that we make these attacks count. We've got a very good team now, and we can play patient football and pass it around the back and hope for something to open up as Smalling gives it into Retsos. And this is what I mean. Let's try and force Arsenal to come at us. Try and get the ball off us. Come pull them out of their safety zones as Tuanzebe comes forward with it. Long ball into Weir's feet. Round the corner. Oh, Dybala just couldn't hold off Ozil. And that's not something you'd say every day. Dybala into Goretzka. Goretzka looks to turn and feed in Lucian Bennett, who's invited to come forwards. He's being tracked by Guedes again. Lucian Bennett into Goretzka. Goretzka up to Weir. Weir turns into Lucian Bennett. Looks to dink this one in towards Dybala. Kolasinac is always going to win that header with his bit of height and bigger frame. More physical player, isn't he, than Pablo Dybala. And here come Arsenal on the counter-attack. Aubameyang pulls Smalling out of shape, and that's a great tackle from Core. And Goretzka couldn't do much of that, just hit it straight at Ozil. And Kolasinac has pushed on with the attacking fullbacks that Arsenal like to play. And Tuanzebe with a fantastic tackle there, to be honest. And he's done very well to weight the pass into Lucian Bennett's running path here. As Lucian Bennett comes forward, he's got Dybala in the middle, into Weir, around the corner it goes. And Dybala's given him another option. He's gone for Lacazette. And that's unlucky from Aston Villa, but promising signs from both teams, to be honest. Chris Smalling with a good tackle. The ball is into Lacazette, up to Goretzka. Goretzka is looking for that run of Weir. He's got into a bit of space here. He's got Dybala in the middle. It's Dybala, goes for a little dink. And what was he thinking? Should have just put it in the back of the net. Should have just rifled it on his left foot. Went for a dink over the goalkeeper, who went to be fancy. It was a great counter-attack from Aston Villa as it came in here to Dybala. And he's just gone for the... You can see what he was trying to do. Dybala gets the ball and he's given space to turn, but just got a foot in there. I think it was Torreira. As Ozil looks to launch his counter-attack forward. He gets it back. Out it goes to Kolasinac. Kolasinac goes up to the line to Guedes. Into Aubameyang, who's put under great pressure there. And Retsos will look to try and turn. He's just given that straight back to Bellerin, though. Tierney makes up for his error. Tries to feed it into Dybala. Dybala's got a great run from Weir, and Mustafi had to get a foot in the way of that. Otherwise, he was in, and that probably would have been 1-0 Villa. As Arsenal had looked to come. It's just end-to-end this game. It's absolutely crazy. Guedes with a shot from range over the bar. And both teams will get a bit of respite now. So yeah, it came to Kolasinac here into Aubameyang. He got tackled. Guedes picks it up and fancied a go from range, and it flew over the bar. Jan Sommer not in trouble. A few people in the comments saying Jan Sommer may be coming to the end of his time at Aston Villa. We'll have to see what happens in the next transfer window to see if there's anything that we can work on, as Dybala has a terrible touch which gives that away. And Aubameyang looks to get in behind. Chris Smalling with a fantastic tackle yet again. Goretzka is robbed and can give Aubameyang a little bit of space. I don't mind him shooting from range because Jan Sommer should be able to block them all the time. Aubameyang is put under pressure and there's a foul given away. Is Aubameyang going to look to take it quickly? No, he does let it over the ball. It's Mesut Ozil, and we know that Ozil is good. We know that Ozil is good at free kicks, but this one goes straight into the wall. And Kolasinac picks it up and Goretzka just gets it away. Not as far as Lacazette though. Retsos has been pulled out of position. Mkhitaryan looks to turn. Smalling does very well in a tight situation. Lucien Bonnett up to Dybala, up to Weir. Weir back to Dybala, and there's runners all over the place here for Aston Villa. Weir just takes a heavy touch and gave Mustafi the opportunity to get a foot in, as Mesut Ozil was done for Lucien Bonnett. And yeah, end to end, and now it's neither team's really created anything good. That chance for Dybala was the best one, but since then, not very much. As Ozil gets the ball, as a fade, he was afforded time to turn, but Aston Villa dealt with it, and just rushing that ball up to the strikers at the moment as Tierney puts a good foot in there to win it. Lacazette with a half-decent pass towards Dybala, but nothing that Aston Villa could do with that, as Timothy Weir tries to put Mustafi under a bit of pressure, and Arsenal hold on to the ball, and just both teams are sort of happy to build from the back and try and create something going forward. Aubameyang with a strike, Jan Sommer with a good save, and there is a quick counter-attack on here if we can turn this on. Goretzka into Weir. Weir lays it off to Dybala, and he saw Tierney making a run, but couldn't pick him out. Lacazette back to Dybala, who's just not really having the best of games. The star Italian for Aston Villa, Goretzka, back up to Dybala, lays it out to Tierney. That's better, a bit more sensible football from Dybala, who gets this. He's got a run in front of him. Tierney gives it into Weir. Weir back to Dybala, looks to go over the top into Weir. Kolasinac gets the header all wrong, but his jump actually stopped Weir getting through. And Leno did well to come out and catch it. Ozil put through by Kolasinac. Ball across. Retsos as well to get a foot in there. And now here come Aston Villa again. It's a very much a counter-attacking formation, this new one from Aston Villa's. Goretzka's given so much time to run into. He takes a big touch out of his feet, and that's a fantastic block from Socrates. Dybala keeps it alive. Looks to spin away from Blind. Surely he's fouled there, referee. Tierney's kept it alive. And then Blind gets back to tackle, and maybe the referee was thinking that he should have given that foul on Dybala, because I'm sure the manager is thinking that for sure. Ozil out to Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan looks to go through to Aubameyang, who brings that down very well. It's Aubameyang, and that had to be a fantastic tackle from Tuanzebe to get that away, and that's a foul. And Aston Villa will have a bit of time and space to build from the back. Lucien Bonnett up to Timothy Weir, a bit more space coming in for Villa now. Weir crosses it in. Lacazette does get the header, but Socrates also got a touch on it and took all the pace off the attacking header there, and it goes up to Aubameyang, who looks to turn away from Chris Smalling's having an absolutely superb game at the back. As I say that, he gives the ball away, but that's half time, 0-0, and it's been a very, very even game. We're dominating possession a little bit. Nothing's going to change in the second half from an Aston Villa point of view. Let's see what happens if you're an Arsenal fan. Absolutely nothing. No changes at half time for either team. Dybala puts the defence under pressure straight away. Ozil holds possession, and Arsenal just slowing the tempo down and seeing what they can do. Bellerin's pushed up from right back. Tierney comes out to meet him very well. Looks up the line into Lacazette's feet. He lays it back to Tierney. Tierney's now got a bit of space to run into. He's waiting for options, and there's no one really going. Tierney lays it in towards Lacazette, and Mkhitaryan got back very well to intercept. And that's been the problem with this game so far. It's just been lacking something special in the final third, as that ball into Dybala's feet didn't work either. Goretzka can't intercept Aubameyang's nice flick. Bellerin goes up the line, but Kaur's there into Tierney. Tierney to Dybala. Dybala holds it up and gives it into Goretzka. Goretzka comes forward. He's got space to run into. Looks for Lacazette. Again, the ball in the final third is poor from Aston Villa, as Aubameyang for once beats Chris Smalling in this game. And Chris Smalling's just going to get back into position now, as he's got to come out and meet Mkhitaryan. He slides in with a great tackle. And the ball's kept alive though, and it's gone out for an Aston Villa throw. Aubameyang in the box. Smalling comes out to meet him. Guedes is there. It's shot. It's deflected and it's gone in. Jan Sommer didn't really have a chance. It's built up here into the box to Aubameyang. Aubameyang turned. Guedes here. The shot is deflected off Tuanzebe, which took it out of Jan Sommer's path. It's 1-0 to Arsenal. And it's not really deserved, in all honesty. I mean, Aston Villa haven't played badly. They just haven't really had the cutting edge in the final third. Lacazette into Dybala. Dybala looks to go back to Lacazette, but it's poor. Leno looks to get this away. Chris Smalling gets in front of Aubameyang well. Core holds it up to Goretzka. Goretzka comes forward. Lays this in to Dybala, who lays it off outright to Lucien Monet. Into Goretzka. Goretzka up to Weir. Weir into Lacazette. Can he just create a little bit of space? Tries to do a trick to get away, and that's going to bounce through for a corner, which will give Aston Villa a chance. They haven't really had too many chances so far. Let's get Dybala on the corner. He is the best corner taker Aston Villa have. See if he can fire this one in quite direct. He does towards Retsos. Mustafi's there. Comes out to Core, who has a hit. And then Socrates gets another clearance on the ball. And they've left Aubameyang up. And we know that he is a pacey player. But he was marshalled well by Smalling. And Arsenal hold on. Goretzka tries to feed in Dybala. But again, just that final pass is letting Aston Villa down. Lucien Burnett into Weir. Weir to Goretzka. Goretzka tried to flick it over the top towards Lacazette. And it wasn't the most sensible of pass. Guedes is put under pressure by Dybala, who keeps this alive. Into Goretzka. Goretzka just going to look to turn away from Ozil and does really well. Into Lacazette's feet. Lacazette has Weir. Weir in a bit of space. Gets his shot off and Leno makes a great save. So annoying that. It was good build-up from Villa to win it back. And then Goretzka with a good turn of pace to get away from Ozil. Into Lacazette. Up to Weir. Weir with a shot. And Leno makes a good save. And it's another corner to Aston Villa. Lucien Burnett will take this on for the in-swinger. Oh, Retsos, it just didn't get enough swing on the ball there. Lucien Burnett. As Tierney will give it back to Lucien Burnett. And it goes to Goretzka. Back to Tierney. Tierney recycles it to Tuanzebe. Tuanzebe will lay it off to Goretzka. And Goretzka's a poor pass intercepted by Mesut Ozil, who's lost the ball in a dangerous position. But Arsenal managed to just about hold on. Core into Goretzka. Goretzka round the corner to Dybala. Dybala into Weir. Back heel looking for Lucien Burnett. And it's just about cleared in time, as it is relentless from Aston Villa now, but they've got to make this count. This has got to end in a goal and an equaliser for the Villains. Dybala flick round the corner to Weir. Weir out to Lucien Burnett, and Aston Villa really are coming alive now. That's a great challenge from Kolasinac, as he lays it up to Guedes, who goes up to Aubameyang, once again being marshalled by Chris Smalling. This time he wriggles away from him though, and that could cause trouble. He has been forced wide, Aubameyang, and he's got to go out there to meet him. And Chris Smalling's, that's a good flick. Guedes with a shot. Easy for Jan Sommer to pounce on that one though. And Tierney's pulled off to the left. And here is Kieran Tierney sprinting forward with the ball, asking for some movement in field from him. He lays it off to Weir. Referee, how is that not a foul? He's just come through the back of him. Guedes looks to come forward into Aubameyang. Aubameyang marshalled by Chris Smalling, but again just wriggles away from the Aston Villa defender. That's a terrible shot from Aubameyang. More pace up front for Aston Villa. Marcus Rashford coming on for Alexander Lacazette, who just hasn't really managed to control the game as we want. Arsenal also making a substitution, bringing on James as Jan Sommer picks that one out there. And look at Kieran Tierney in that space straight away. Runs out to the flank and just gives so much options here as Rashford looks to get in behind. He uses Dybala instead. Tierney looks into Dybala again, gets a shot off. And he got a deflection on it again, and Leno makes a good save. And he goes for a quick clearance now. And that's poor, and Dybala could be in from that really poor backwards header. Dybala! It's just past the post. Tierney waiting for the run of Rashford. Rashford's giving him a pass on. Oh, it's just... Arsenal have defended so well in this game. Smalling tries to win the header and does. Core really can't get drawn too far out of position from the centre, as Bellerin looks to go into Aubameyang. Mkhitaryan, he's offside. And Aston Villa gets some respite. Cabizon comes on to replace Goretzka for Aston Villa. Just a bit of fresh legs, and you know, Cabizon was saying before the game how he was up for this performance here, so he's getting a chance to show the manager what he can do. Tierney into Dybala, Dybala into Cabizon, Weir into Cabizon. He's just come on. Cabizon shoots, and it's a good save from Leno. Oh, damn you, Arsenal! Just let a goal go in, for God's sake. Aubameyang lays it back to Guedes. Tried to go for a 1-2, but Smalling has him covered, and Smalling's had a very good game so far, and lays that back to Jan Sommer into Tuanzebe. Up it goes to Cabizon. Great ball out to Lucien Burnett. He just can't get there, but Mustafi has dwindled on the ball, and Lucien Burnett is going to lay this off into Weir. Weir with a back heel to Rashford, into Dybala, and it's just been slowed down a bit too much, but Tierney is there. The cross comes in. Weir with the chest control and the shot. He's hit the post. Oh my word, so unlucky for Aston Villa. Looked like they had overplayed it, and then Weir had the time and control to bring it down on his chest, and he's hit the post. Mkhitaryan comes forward, gets into the box. Tackled well by Retsos. Was in danger of maybe giving away a foul. Core is there into Cabezon. Cabezon comes forward with it, and Guedes looks like he's tiring and can't track the run from Cabezon. Cabezon comes forward. He's taking a heavy touch, and I knew I'd done that as soon as I pressed sprint for that last little run. As Aubameyang looks to get away, and this time he's got the wrong side of Smalling. Tuanzebe was covering very well. And Aston Villa keep this alive. We'll just stay with the game at the moment. And that is a terrible pass, and I wish we hadn't stayed with the game now, because I'm probably going to go and concede. As Mkhitaryan is in, and Sommer's come out, and Sommer makes a great save one-on-one. And we keep this alive. Tierney. We're into injury time. Dybala lays it all the way back to Tuanzebe. I'm not sure why. Lucien Bennett comes forward, asking for a runner from Cabezon. Lucien Bennett comes forward. Has the run of Cabezon in there. Dybala turns. Rashford. Rashford shoots. Oh, Leno with another save. And it's been one of those games. And it's 1-0 and we're out of the FA Cup. After I said I wanted a good run, we're out of the FA Cup. Disappointing. Disappointing. I think we had the better of that game. And quite frankly, I think we've been robbed. But what can you do? So we go out in the first round of the FA Cup. Something I'm sure the chairman is going to be very, very annoyed about. Lewandowski wins world's best player. Cabezon has left the club. We've just sold him. I've only got so much goodwill. Perhaps it was a mistake sticking with you. It's up to you to prove your worth to this club. So this could this be the end of the Aston Villa save? He wanted us to win it. I mean, that's absolutely ridiculous. Semi-finals of the Europa League. Are you mental? But you know, we knew what we signed up for. This could be the end of the Aston Villa save. Next up, Brentford. So here we are then for Aston Villa versus Brentford, and an interesting new signing makes the Aston Villa team, and a slight change of formation that we'll get onto in just a second. So in a game that Aston Villa should probably really be winning, this is how Brentford line up at home. It's Radu in goal, Clark, Hilton, Concert, Henry at the back, Judge, McLeod and Woods in the middle, Benrahma, Macondes and Green starts against his former club, and Aston Villa line up looking like this is the away team. It is Sommer in goal, Tuanzebe, Cahill and Retsos at the back, Llorente in front of them, Lucien Bennett and Tierney as the wing-backs, Grealish and Kai Havertz comes in, both at attacking midfield. Timothy Weir starts up front alongside Martinez, and Dybala misses out from the squad altogether. Can Kai Havertz make an impact on his debut? Let's find out as the game gets underway. Straight away, Brentford come forward. It's a good shot blocked by Llorente into Tuanzebe. Grealish is robbed on the ball. That's a lovely ball through, and Sommer's quick off his line to come and get it, and then tries to get Aston Villa moving quickly. Kai Havertz not having the best first touch in an Aston Villa shirt, but we'll see. Gary Cahill should get there. Oh my God, what a finish. Brentford find themselves 1-0 up with an absolute stunner of a goal. Benrahma, I mean, it's a lovely ball over the top, and Benrahma just absolutely scorcher. An absolute scorcher. Here it is again. Look, it's just a lovely little dink over the top, over Retsos, who was rushing out to come and meet him, and then bang on the volley. Jan Sommer's got no chance. It's 1-0 Brentford. Martinez out to Grealish. It's a good overlapping run. It's a great defensive tackle there as it goes up to Macondes, and Cahill makes the interception. Smalling suspended for this game, and Retsos is trying to stay with the man in the middle and not get drawn out too far, and he did very well as Havertz turns into Grealish. Grealish goes up to Lucien Bennett. Lucien Bennett up to Weir. Weir to Martinez. Martinez turns and looks to use Havertz, who now goes out to Tierney, up into Grealish. Grealish turns and tries to feed that on one more, but just wasn't successful as Retsos makes a good tackle into Tierney. Tierney turns and into Havertz. Havertz goes around the corner into Martinez. Martinez has not really had a lot of opportunities in an Aston Villa shirt this season, as McLeod picks it up, put under good pressure from Tuanzebe, who's come a long way out from centre-back to put that pressure on, and left a little bit of a gap, which Green, Andre Green, the ex-Aston Villa player, tries to get into but can't. Lucien Bennett turns. Up it goes to Weir. Weir infield to Grealish. Jack Grealish comes forward. He's got a lot of space to get into here. Grealish has a shot. It's deflected, and Radu makes the save. Llorente looks to pick out Havertz, who's given him a good run, and nearly does. It's a very good defensive header there from Clark as he lets it run out for a throw-in. And Aston Villa are struggling, and rumours are that Cultured Left Foot is a couple of losses away from the sacking, and that's a goal kick. Jack Grealish couldn't keep it in play, and it's not going overly well for Aston Villa at the moment. Weir flicked in field to Martinez. Martinez just holds it up and maybe takes a bit too long, uses good strength to get away from the defender. Lucien Bennett gives it in to Weir. Weir looks to dink it across. Havertz chests it down and couldn't get the shot off. And Llorente tries to get on that header. Green picks it up. Llorente with a good tackle though and keeps this alive. Weir into Martinez. Martinez flicks it around the corner to Havertz. Havertz into Tierney. Tierney now with the ball. Up it goes to Havertz again. Into Martinez. Good touch. And referee, that's a foul. And Lucien Bonnet is on the pitch, ladies and gentlemen. So we can only assume that this is a goal. Because Lucien Bonnet steps over it. Radu makes a good save. I shouldn't be so confident with those free kicks. I should really take my time and think about it. As it's a long kick forward. Cahill versus Marcondes. And both of them miss the ball. It falls to Judge, who's put under pressure. And Llorente gets there and Aston Villa can build from the back like they like. That's how they like to play. As Sommer nearly caught under pressure. Havertz picks out Grealish with a lovely ball on the right hand side. Grealish comes forward, looks to put that ball in towards Weir. And Hilton gets up and beats him to the header. And this, I don't know, it's 3 at the back, the right thing to do. Aston Villa are struggling and Cultured Left Foot's got some planning to do here. I mean, Brentford, look at the amount of people they're chucking forward here. That should leave them open at the back. Havertz turns, lays it into Grealish's path. Grealish looks to turn. Great turn away there. Lays it into Weir. Flicks it on one more. Lucien Bonnet gets a shot away and he's hit the back stanchion. And now with an early substitution, Aston Villa are bringing off a defender in Cahill and bringing on Lacazette. And rumours are having it they've gone back to a flat back 4 involving Lucien Bonnet, Retsos, Tuanzebe and Tierney with 3 up front in Lacazette, Martinez and Timothy Weir. Let's see how that favours for them, as it's going to leave them a bit more open at the back, but they need goals and lots of them at the moment. Lacazette into Weir. Lacazette was just caught on his heels and Hilton has a bit of a poor first touch, tries to get that away and does. Llorente will pick this up, looks to go long towards Martinez but can't. Judge flicks it into Green. Green holds it up and Tuanzebe reads that very well indeed. Tierney is there. Up it goes towards Havertz. And Llorente comes forward. He's got runners in front of him and that's what he needs. He actually has a bit of space in here for Havertz. Into Martinez. Havertz gets it back. Looking in there for Weir. Lacazette will, he should get there, but he's just hasn't caught up to speed with the game yet. Havertz is tackled, but we'll keep this alive. Goes back to Tierney. Up to Martinez. Into Havertz. Back to Martinez again. And Havertz will get that, will he? No, he won't. It's a good tackle and it's an Aston Villa throw. Jack Grealish nicks the ball through to Weir. He's got Lacazette inside him. He uses him. Lacazette with a shot and posts it into the bottom corner. And that is 1-1. And the substitution has paid off. It's Lacazette with a goal. And Jack Grealish ran through here. Lovely ball into the pass of Weir. And you can see Lacazette in the middle just calling for it there. And here he was running onto it, the Frenchman. First time. Lovely into the bottom corner. And that is a wonderful, wonderful goal. Martinez with a great interception. Looks up the line to Havertz. Hasn't just got the pace to get away from Hilton. But Aston Villa piling on the pressure to Brentford now. This is what the villains wanted to see. This is what Cultured Left Foot has to do to keep his job here at Aston Villa. As Grealish is caught on the ball a little bit there. Judge turns. Up it goes to Benrahma, who has put a ball through. He looked offside there, Marcondes. And Jan Sommer's come out very well to make that slide tackle. And Tierney's now giving it away. He gets it back though into Jack Grealish's feet, flicks it onto Lucien Bonnet, up the line to Weir. Weir into Lacazette, flicks it onto Grealish. Grealish can see Weir in so much space. Weir's in, fires it low. Martinez saved on the rebound, keeps it alive. Weir cuts it back. Lacazette, Grealish with a shot, it's placed. Oh, good save from the goalkeeper Ragu. So much better for Aston Villa. Timothy Weir here flicked it in. Good save that one. Martinez manages to keep this in play. Weir knocks it back to Lacazette. Could have had a shot. Flicked it on one more for Grealish. That's a good save from the goalkeeper. Lucien Bonnet with the corner. Try and play this one in at pace. Retsos runs to the near post but couldn't glance his header enough. And that is a goal kick to Brentford. Lucien Bonnet on the right hand side again. He comes forward. He's got Weir running outside him. He does get that. Lays it back to Lucien Bonnet into Grealish. Grealish is going to look to turn and try and create some space. He's managed to get the ball back to Lucien Bonnet. Kai Havertz. Martinez with a shot. And it's too easy for Radu, who I'm pretty sure I called a Ragu before, which is a sort of pasta sauce. So sorry about that. Timothy Weir wins it back though. Jack Grealish comes forward. Grealish is still there. Into Lacazette. Oh, he's just overhit that pass. He could have just knocked it into Havertz's path. And Marcondes keeps us alive. Judge. Back to Marcondes. I think we're going to have to go for... Oh no, Benrahma's in. He's got the pace to get away from Tierney. What a finish that is. 2-1 Brentford. And look at this here. It's just easy, isn't it? One ball through and the pace of Benrahma. Tierney is like, it's like a tugboat. He's absolutely really, really slow. And it's 2-1 to Brentford, and Aston Villa had all of the domination and the attacking prowess, and it means nothing when you're 2-1 down. Tierney lays it into Lacazette's feet, round the corner. Weir sees the run of Grealish. Jack Grealish on a rare start for Villa. Grealish is in, he shoots! Oh, he's got to be doing better. Tierney into Lacazette, onto Weir. Grealish with a great run forward. And he was through here. Oh, he's just pulled it wide. So at half time, it's 2-1 to Brentford with Benrahma scoring both for them. And Aston Villa really need to sort this out. They are in dire form at the moment. And it's just not good enough for the manager and the players. Let's see how the second half unfolds. And straight away they lose it to Green, their former player. Marcondes turns, lays it back to Judge. And McLeod is in straight from kickoff, which was Aston Villa's kickoff. And, I mean, well, Aston Villa just playing themselves into trouble here. As that's a wonderful ball through. And Weir's in. It's Weir, he's 1-on-1 and he shoots, and it's all of a sudden 2-2. That ball from Havertz was completely accidental, but I will take it, and it's a wonderful, wonderful pass. Havertz has just pulled out possibly the pass of the save. Look at this. He's just banged that through the gap into Weir's run, and then Weir took a touch, knew he had the time and the pace, and the goalkeeper's got no chance. 2-2. And they could be in again. Havertz looking through for Weir. That one's intercepted, and I'm going to just call him Ragu now. Gets it away. And Woods manages to keep it alive for Brentford, who themselves are looking over the top. Tuanzebe has to come over to cover, and does. But there are still runners going on. Marcondes is one of them. Retos comes out. There's a deflection on that, and Sommer can't keep it out. And it's a corner ball to Brentford. And I don't know. Let's just see what happens here. Are they going to take the short one? Lucien Burnett's been drawn out. Looks like it's going to go short. It does. Judge flicks it in. Woods is underneath it. And that's bundling around. And is it another corner? It is. Something different this time from Brentford. No short option, but sort of short. That one's been flicked in. That's easy for Sommer. And now, can they launch a quick counter-attack? Weir knocks it down for Grealish and goes again. And there's a runner on the left-hand side in Lacazette. Lacazette can feed this into Martinez, who gives it back to Lacazette, who tries to go back to Martinez again. Just a little bit too intricate. 2-2. Benrahma into the box. Tuanzebe tries to cut this one out. I don't know what is going on. That is fucking Parevo fucking me over. Massively Parevo fucking me over. That was never meant to happen. I've cleared that so many times with Retos. Absolute fucking joke. Double substitution for Aston Villa as Grealish comes off to be replaced by Goretzka, and Tammy Abraham comes on to replace Martinez up front. Just fresh legs in the middle and up front for Aston Villa. Let's see if they can do with that injustice of Parevo giving Brentford a goal, because this obviously wants me to get sacked as Retos picks up the ball, lays it into Tuanzebe. Tuanzebe goes up to Llorente, flicks it on one more to Goretzka. Goretzka goes up looking for Weir. Weir holds it up, goes out to Lucien Burnett, who's still pushing forwards for this Aston Villa team. Goretzka with a bit of time to turn, lays it into Havertz, who goes back to Abraham, who's tackled, and Havertz can't get there, but it is a free kick, and this will be dangerous. Lucien Burnett has had one sighter. Can he put this one in to the back of the net? Does, over the wall, and it's in. 3-0. Thank the Lord for that, because I was getting very, very annoyed in this game. I haven't sworn as much as I did in that Liverpool game, but you never know. There's still how long left for me to get my swear on. There's still, half an hour left in this game, so let's see. Goretzka turns, lays it out to Lucien Burnett, who does just about get there. Weir has made an effort up front, looks to turn away from the defender, but can't. And Brentford have a chance to attack. I mean, it's been a very entertaining game as a neutral, this one. Retos comes forward. He takes too long on the ball. Llorente can't get there. And there's a huge gap in the middle of the park, which Judge will surely try and exploit, and does. But Tuanzebe's got enough about him to come and intercept that. Lays it upfield to Goretzka. Loads of runners for Goretzka. Which one's he going to pick out? At the moment, none of them. He lays to put it into Lacazette, who gets a shot off, and Ragu makes a save again. 3-3. 25 minutes to go. Timothy Weir flicks it in field. Lacazette, he tries to flick it onto Abraham, but Woods got back well. It's just, again, that final ball is letting down Aston Villa. As Watkins picks this up, who's replaced Green, and plays a 1-2. That was a bit of a heavy pass, and Tuanzebe should be able to just see that one off for a goal kick. Abraham flicks it around the corner. Lacazette, Abraham's gone again. Tammy Abraham, oh, he's nestled it in the bottom corner. And it is 4-3. Take that, Brentford. Take that, Pro Evo. Take that, all you doubters. Take that, Mr. Chairman. Oh, God, I'm so happy we scored that goal. Tierney came forward with it. Laid it into Lacazette, into Abraham. 1-2 with Lacazette. And I should just keep playing Tammy Abraham. His finishing in this game is unreal. And Yunaris comes on to replace Clark. Yunaris got a couple of goals against us last time we played Brentford, I think, and it's been a very entertaining game and very much a welcome to the Premier League for Kai Havertz as well. A 4-3 stunner as Benrahma once again gets around Kieran Tierney, lays it into Marcondos, who's tackled very well. And there's a big ball on over the top here for Weir, and he's stayed onside as well, and he's just not got the pace anymore at this stage in the game to get away, and that's a terrible ball into the mixer. And Brentford will come again, and Tierney has let someone else take on Benrahma this time as that goes over the top towards Watkins. Lucien Bennett dives in. Yeah, I could probably agree that that's a foul. Goretzka gets that away into Weir's path. Weir comes forward, lays it off looking for Havertz, who's been very much involved in this game. Looking for the run of Weir. Yunaris with the fresh legs though could easily get back and cut that one out as Tuanzebe tries to position himself in front of the attacker and does. Llorente will lay this back to Goretzka. He's got slightly fresher legs. Abraham into Lacazette. Lacazette just holding on to the ball. Back to Abraham. Looks to go into Weir. And it's just a little bit congested when Aston Villa do get the ball up there. But Goretzka wins it back into Abraham again. Lays it off to Havertz, who's got Tierney running outside of him. And Tierney's made a great run here. Gets to the byline. Looks to put it across. Abraham with the overhead. That was ambitious, to say the least. Consa's given it away in a terrible position. Weir sees Abraham in acres of space. And that is all Brentford's fault. And it's 5-3. And Tammy Abraham's come on and scored 2 goals and has just changed the game. I mean, we changed formation. It's worked. We concede a load. Look at that terrible header there. Weir picks it up into Abraham. Lovely volley. Placed again over the goalkeeper's outstretched leg. 5-3. Lacazette again flicks it into Abraham's path. He has been all over the place since coming on. And that was a good tackle to stop him in his tracks that time as Benrahma lays it into Marcondos. Marcondos into Watkins. Watkins is put under good pressure and Lucien Bennett's there. Llorente back to Retsos. Retsos will just look to get this away up towards Timothy Weir. Round the corner. Lacazette looks to... Oh, the defender got a great touch. Otherwise that would have been Abraham's hat-trick as coming on as a sub as Lacazette brings it forward again. He's looking for movement. Maybe he doesn't need anyone. Lacazette goes on his own and produces a good save from Ragu as Havertz puts it back into the mixer. Weir with a header. Oh, it's off the underside of the bar and didn't cross the line. Llorente picks it up. Looks to lay it into Abraham, but oh, it's just frantic football as Watkins looks to bring it away. There's 8 minutes left and Villa have got a 2-goal lead and are trying to extend it as best they can. Up it goes. Lacazette looks for Weir with a through ball. Timothy Weir holds it up. He can give that back to Lacazette. He's got absolutely acres of space. Lacazette looks to give it into Weir. That was the poor pass. It should have gone for a shot or into Abraham himself. But I don't know. Aston Villa have just looked so much more comfortable since the change of formation as Tierney comes forward with it. Lays it off. Tierney gets it from Havertz, who gets it back into Lacazette. Abraham gets it back from Goretzka. And I don't know what Goretzka was thinking there. I just need to shoot more, I think. Havertz has it. Tries a little chop to get away and sort of does. And then a terrible pass. Goretzka wins it back very well. Up it goes to Weir. Weir flicks it off to Havertz. Havertz has a go from range. That was going in. That was going in and Ragu's pulled out a fantastic save. Great tackle here from Goretzka to win it back into Weir. Weir flicked it round to Havertz. Havertz with a great shot and wonderful save from Ragu to touch it over. Or wide. Lucien Bennett fires in the free kick into Retsos with the overhead. Never trust a centre-back who can do an overhead kick. What a view that is. You can just see the crowd. So as we tick into added time, Aston Villa win a goal kick and someone will look to go long with this one up towards Havertz, who does win the header very well. Lacazette will give it to Abraham, who goes back to Lacazette, and Havertz is in. Can he get a debut goal? Oh, it's a great tackle from the Brentford defender, but that should be that. And the 2 minutes are done, Mr. Referee, so unless you want to cheat me out of another goal, Prevo, then just blow the whistle as McLeod comes forward. That's intercepted by Goretzka. There's been plenty of time for this whistle to go, but the referee just ain't doing it as Watkins fires over the bar. 5-3 Aston Villa in one hell of a game. I sort of lost my temper a little bit, but will that be enough to keep us in the job? I mean, we're doing fantastically. No chairman in their right mind would sack me after getting Aston Villa to 5th in the table, which is absolutely ludicrous. And he's thinking about sacking me. Unbelievable. Lacazette's decreased. Timothy Weir's now managed to the sombrero, which is very nice. It's a good trick to pull out in game. Next up is a tough game against my bogey team, Chelsea. I think we've only beaten them once. Chris Smalling's still suspended. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting running. Look at this. Chelsea, Man United, Liverpool. Oh, I think, well, that could decide whether we're sacked or not. So we'll probably come back for the Man United and Liverpool double, because that could be the final nail in the coffin, as they say. But yes, thank you very much for watching, guys. It's been a pleasure. Please let me know what you think. I'm going to abandon the 3 at the back formation. It's just not working. We scored 5 goals when I changed, or 4 goals when I changed it, and only conceded 2. So I'm going to change it to a 4-3-3. Thank you so much for watching, guys. But for now, I'm out. Cheers.